Hello students, in this class we will talk about exercise 1.4 introduction chapter first set class 11 NCERT maths. Okay, in the last class what we have discussed about the Venn diagrams. Okay, and in this class we will talk about union of sets. Okay, sorry operation of sets. Okay, and the first operation is what? Union of sets. Okay, the first operation is what? Union of sets. So we will know about union of sets. So what is union of sets? Let A and B are two sets. Okay, then the union of the set A and B is a set which contains all the elements of A, comma all the elements of B and common elements of A and B. Okay, and we represent it by like this. Okay, it looks like universal set. Okay, so be careful. Universal set means it's proper U. Okay, and union means not proper, but it looks like U. Okay, universal set and union. So whenever you are putting universal set and union both together, then put it very carefully. It should look like different. Okay, it looks like different, that universal set and union both those are different things. Okay, so and we represent it by this symbol. Okay, so through the example through the definition we cannot understand properly, so we will take an example. Suppose A is equals to 0 1 2 3. Okay, and I am taking B is equals to 2 3 4 and 5. So what is the union of A and B? Wherever A and B are the two sets and we have to find A union B, that means union of A and B. So union of A and B, how to represent? A union B. Union of A and B, how to represent? Like this, A union B. And what is it? It will be a set. Then I have told you, no, union of the set A and B is a set. So set means first of all set notation. Okay, and which contains all the elements of A. All the elements means 0 1 2 3. Okay, all the elements of A. Then all the elements of B. What are the elements of B? 2 3 4 5. And common elements of A and B. So what are the common elements? 2 3. These are the common elements, and we have written already 2 3 already written. Okay, again I'm writing it 2 and 3. Okay, elements of A, elements of B and common elements. But we know within a set we cannot repeat an element. So the elements what we have already repeated, we have to cut it. That means what? 2 3 already repeated, already written, and 2 3 here already written. So we are having what left? 4 and 5 here. So actually what we have got? we have to take the elements of A, elements of B and the common elements, but we should not repeat any elements. A का एलिमेंट्स लेना पड़ेगा, B का एलिमेंट्स लेना पड़ेगा, और क्या करना पड़ेगा, दोनों का कॉमन एलिमेंट्स लेना पड़ेगा. ओके, तो दोनों का, और ये भी ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा कि एलिमेंट रिपीट ना हो. तो यहाँ पे 0 1 2 3 और यहाँ पे 2 3 भी था, तो 0 1 2 3 एक बार ले लिए, 1 टाइम 2 3, और 2 3 कॉमन है तो 2 3 कॉमन हो गया, और 4 5 इसका भी है B का, तो ये किसका हो गया, 0 1 2 3 A का और 2 3 4 5 B का. So this is the union of set A and B. Okay, clear? So pause the video to note it down. Now we will know about Venn diagrams of union. Okay, Venn diagrams of union. So in Venn diagrams we know universal set is represented by U. Universal set is represented by U. Okay, and its subsets, that means subsets of universal set usually represented by circle or ellipse. Okay, so suppose I am taking A be a set, and B is a set. A is a set and B is a set, and A is a subset of universal set and B is a subset of universal set. Now how we can represent the union through the Venn diagrams? Okay, and so what is the union? Union means what? Element of A, element of B and common element. So what is the common part? This much part only, the common part. That means I have mentioned here this part is the common part of A and B. This is the common part. And element of A, that means all the elements of A, and element of B, that means all the elements of B. That means what? Consequently we can tell what? This whole part, that means this whole part represents A union B. This whole part represents A union B. Why? Because A union B means elements of A, elements of B and the common elements of A and B. This is the common part of A and B. Okay, this is the common part of A and B. So all together all the parts are called A union B. So this is the representation of A and B. Okay, so pause the video to note it down. Now we have taken another example wherever there is no common part of A and B. Okay, A and B, these are different, these are separate. Okay, जहाँ पे A और B एकदम अलग अलग है, common part इसमें है नहीं, तो इसमें कैसे represent करेंगे? So easily suppose A is equals to 0 1 2 and B is equals to 3 4 5. So what is the A union B? A union B is equals to what? All the elements of A, all the elements of B and the common elements. So there is no common element. So we have to take elements of A and elements of B. जहाँ पे common points है ही नहीं, तो वहाँ पे common points का बात ही नहीं आएगा. बस element का A का लेना पड़ेगा और element B का लेना पड़ेगा. Okay? So 0 1 2 and 3 4 5. This is called union of A union B. Okay, now how to represent through Venn diagrams? So that means what? What we have taken? All the elements of A and all the elements of B. So all the elements of A means this one, and all the elements of B means this, and together I'm writing here, together it is called, okay, together it is called what? A union B. Okay, this is together it will call what? A union B. Okay, so pause the video to note it down. Now we will know properties of union. Okay, so what are the properties of union? So first property I am writing commutative property, that is what? A union B is equals to B union A. Suppose I am taking an example. A is equals to 0, 1, 2 and B is equals to 2, 3. So what is A union B? A union B is what? 0, 1, 2 common and 3. Okay, this is the A union B. And what is B union A? B union A means same thing. We have to take what? Elements of A, elements of B, elements of A and common elements of AB. So same thing, 0, 1 common elements A, 2 and 3. So these are what? These are same and this is called what? This is called commutative property. Okay, as we have done it. Commutative property for whole numbers, for integers. Okay, commutative property. Okay, then second property is what? Associative property. That means what? A union B union C is equals to what? A union B union C. Okay, and like this way you have to follow this property also, you have to check it. Okay, and this is called what? This is called associative. Okay, this is called associative property. Then third property is A union U. That means universal set. Here it is universal set. Okay, is equals to what? Common element of A, common element of element of A, element of universal set and common element of universal set. So easily we can tell what? A is a subset of universal set. So union of this set will be universal set. Okay, this is what? This is union. This is union, this is universal set. So A union universal set is equals to what? Universal set. Okay, why? Suppose universal set is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and A is equals to 1 only. So what will be the A union B? That means all the elements, that means universal set. A is the common only, A 1 is the common element, so you have to take this elements all. Okay, so A is the, so A union universal set is equals to universal set. Okay, now A union A, and this property is called what? This property is called properties of union. Property of union. Okay, A union A. A union A is what? Elements of A, and here also elements of A and common elements. That means it's itself. Okay, and it is called what? Idempotent. Okay, and fourth property, that is A union A union phi. Phi means what? Empty set, and A means is a set, not empty. Okay, so what will be the union of A into A and phi? So suppose A is equals to 1, 2 and phi is equals to what? Nothing. So what you have to take? A union phi is equals to what? A union phi is equals to what? Only these elements. That means what? A. Okay, so pause the video to note it down.